श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरत्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवस्समामुखारस्त्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमान् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। खाली एक बार बोलो तो सह वीर्यं करवावहै करवावहै। You are chanting Karavavahai. The voice goes up. It should not go up. Karavavahai. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Still little bit goes. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Like this every day. Oh, no. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshushrotramatho balamindriyani cha sarvani सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यत् ज्ञानात् यान्ति मुनयः ब्राह्मण्यं परमद्भूतम् तत्र एतत् ब्रह्मतत्त्वम् अहम् अस्मि इति चिन्तये चित्सदानन्दरूपाय सर्वधी वृत्तिसाक्षिणे नमो वेदान्तविद्याय ब्रह्मणे अनन्तरूपिणे ॐ वज्रसूचिं प्रवक्ष्यामि शास्त्रम् अज्ञानभेदनम् दूषणं ज्ञानहीनानाम् भूषणं ज्ञानचक्षुषाम् ब्रह्मक्षत्रियवैश्यशूद्राः इति चत्वारः वर्णाः तेषां वर्णानां ब्राह्मणः एव प्रधानः इति वेदवचन अनुरूपम् स्मृतिभिः अपि उक्तम् तत्र च उद्यमः अस्ति को वा ब्राह्मणः नाम किं जीवः किं देहः किं जातिः किं ज्ञानम् किं कर्म किं धार्मिकः इति तत्र प्रथमः जीवः ब्राह्मणः इति चेत् न अतीत अनागत अनेक देहानां जीवस्य एकरूपत्वात् एकस्य अपि कर्मवशात् अनेक देह संभवात् सर्वशरीराणां जीवस्य एकत्वाच्च तस्मात् जीवः न ब्राह्मणः इति। ओम वज्रसुचिं प्रवक्ष्यामि शास्त्रम्। We can go here. Vajrasuchim Shastram Pravakshami. The meaning of Vajrasuchim, we have seen, Suchim means the needle and Vajra means very hard. And here the meaning of Vajrasuchim means proper discrimination. Discrimination with total understanding, then it can be hard. So we can say Vajrasuchim means total discrimination with total understanding. It's called Vajrasuchim. And Shastra means Upanishads considered as a Shastra. Pravakshami, I will tell you. Pravakshami means I will tell you. And if somebody asks for which purpose you are telling this Vajrasuchim Shastra, the answer is Agnana Vedanam. This Shastra will pierce, will cut or will destroy our ignorance towards about oneself. So Vedanam they have used because Suchim word is used. Suchim always pierce. Same way, this understanding, proper understanding, when we are listening Shastra, then this Suchi understanding will pierce our ego. Gnana means ego. And whenever we consider ourselves as a body, mind, sense complex, it is called ego, according to Shastra. So whenever say this needle has pierced, so in which way needle can pierce? So only by giving the teaching, you are not body, you are not subtle body. This is called piercing. It's just removing our agnanam, our ignorance. So pravakshami, but this shastram is useful for whom? And this shastra is not useful for whom? So it says, dushanam jnanahinana. It is like a defect for whom? One who doesn't have proper discrimination. Hina means without, gnanam we can take as a discrimination, which doesn't have proper discrimination. For such people, this Shastra is good as a defect. Generally, people never come for to understand what is their own nature. That's why it's called Dushanam. There are many people say why you are wasting your money after why your time after such old books which is not useful. And there is a now new Dada Bhagwan, new one cult has started. It's called Dada Bhagwan. I don't know how much is in Maharashtra or means Bombay, but in Gujarat it is a widespread. So this Dada Bhagwan, they say this Vedanta is only theory, while we will teaching us how to practice. So you should not go after Vedanta. You come to us, so we will teach theory also. We will teach practical also. So there's a new, totally new cult. It's called Dada Bhagwan. So one lady is known to me. So she says, you are not doing anything. Then I said, what I am not doing? So you are not teaching any practical. You are just keep on teaching theory only. So I say, when you know I am the all pervading and everybody is nothing but Ishvara, then what should you do? So she doesn't know what to do. So then I said, if you start your behavior totally change and you start respect to all and everyone, it is called practice. Practice is not again we have to go in laboratory and we start practice. But they think and they teach also, people also accept it. Okay, this Vedanta is theory and what we are doing is a mixture of Jain and mixture of Hindu, new culture total. And they have, I think, purchased acres and acres land near Gandhinagar and very big premises. So for such people, they say Dushanam. For these people keep on telling this is useless. This is only theory. There is nothing practicing. And this Upanishad, Gnana Chakshusam Bhushanam. This Upanishad, this knowledge, particularly this knowledge, you are everything, is like an ornament for whom? One who has proper discrimination. Gnana Chakshusam. That Shastra I will go to teach you. In first line, we have seen Brahma Kshatriya Vaishya Shudraha iti Chatvaraha Varnaha. There are 4 types of classification on base of Varna. Actually, Varna Ashram Dharma. In Shastra, they say Varna Dharma, Ashrama Dharma. Ashram means Brahmacharya, Gruhastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi Ashramaha. Varna means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So here they have discussed only Varna. So they heard. So what I said, there are few Brahmachari or whatever, Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampannaha, Brahmacharinaha, but they all went together and they are discussing. There are 4 types of Varnaha, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But still we have seen yesterday, we cannot, anybody says this is only Brahman. We are mixture of everything. Because Guna is also different, Karma is also different. There are many teachers are available nowadays in our government college. Their profession is teaching, but they never teach. They are always sleeping. One of our Sandhya Gurukulam students says, when class starts, teacher says, I'm going to sleep. They sleep here only on table. And they said, please bring some tobacco for us. So they send their student to send the tobacco. They eat and then again they go to sleep. So this teacher, so no Gunata Brahmana. Their profession is Brahmana. So we can't say, this is 100% Brahmana. We all are mixture of all Varna. That's why Bhagavan says, Chatur Varanyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vivagasha. Guna Brahmana, Guna Kshatriya. So, Teshanam Varananam Madhye Brahmanaha Eva Pradana. Always people say, who are the great? So they say Brahmana. One who is Brahmana, Tesham Varananam. Among all these 4 Varna, Brahmanaha Eva Pradana. This Brahman Varna is the main, is the primary. Iti, everybody says, and from where you have learned, he says, Veda Vachana Anurupam. Because in many Upanishad also, Brahmana word comes, even Smruti also, Smruti Bihi. So in Smruti, so I used to, I think I have told, but still, we always say Shruti Smruti Purananam. So when we say Shruti is equal to Vedaha, means Chatvaraha Vedaha, so total Vedaha 4. This Shruti means Veda is not written by anyone. They have seen in their mind and they have kept telling to their own students. So they have only heard. In listening, Shravanam we call in Sanskritam, and also Shruti. That's why Veda's one name is called Shruti. So Chaturveda, the total 4 Veda are considered as a Shruti. So Veda Vyasa, then Veda Vyasa has found this Shruti is little bit hard for each and every people. So let me dilute this Veda. So he has written 18 Puranas. Again, Ved Vyasa has written Mahabharatam. Everything is written by only Ved Vyasa. How much he lived, we don't know. How much this can, even this Adar Purana and everything plus Brahma Sutra, Upanishad and Gita. Adar Purana Bhagavad is included. Because Bhagavad Purana is a Mahabhagavad Purana. And right now I don't have, but there is a very beautiful one shloka. In one shloka, we can remember whole 18 Purana. Mascha, Bashcha. Do you have? I can give you. They're very beautiful. Sometimes helpful to impress someone. So total, how many? Mascha. Mascha means only one Makara, Markandeya Puran. Bashcha, there are 2 Bashcha. Bhagavatam Puran, then Bhavishya Puran. There are all Bhagat, Mavan, Bhadvayam, Katrayam. There are beautiful shloka. But these all are called Smriti. Because Ved Vyasa has remembered all Veda and he put into the everything in paper, it is called Smriti. So first Shruti consider is the best, authentic, and after Shruti, Smriti. Then many Yagyavalkya Smriti, Manu Smriti are written, but main thing is Adar Purana, 18 Purana and Mahabharata. That's why it says even Purana, Veda Vachana Anurupam, even Shruti says Brahmana eva pradhanaha, even Smriti bihi api uttam. Even Smriti also says Brahmana eva pradhanam. Now, tatra cha udyamaha asti. Tatra, whenever come, the meaning is tasmin vishaye, in this subject matter. Tatra means tasmin vishaye, and the meaning of tatra means in this subject matter, udyamaha asti. We have to put some effort to whom we can call Brahmana. Everybody says Brahmana is the best. Then we have to find out who is the name we are calling Brahmana. So, tatra udyamaha. So that we have to find out ko va Brahmana nama. To whom we can name this Brahmana. Should we give the name Brahmana? Kim jivaha, kim dehaha, kim jati, kim gnanam, kim karma, kim dharmika. So they all people are starts discussing Ova Brahmana Nama. What is the name of Brahmana? Should we call Brahmana to Jiva? Should we call Brahmana as a Deha? Should we call Brahmana as a Jati? So by birth, where we are born. To whom we can call Brahmana as a Gnana? Kim Karma, Kim Dharmikaha. So they are discussing 6 points. Jiva is Brahmana, Deha is Brahmana. By birth, everybody is Brahmana, Gnanam, Karma, and Dharmika. And then, one by one, they will start discussing to whom we can call Brahmana. So this is called group discussion. Nowadays, they always prefer group discussion. In our time also, they used to do this group discussion. So I have written one shloka, well famous. How can we can gain knowledge? So they say, if we, this knowledge means shastras, shastrasya gnanam We can take even Atma Gnanam, whatever. But we can say Upanishad Gnanam, Atma Gnanam, they say we can divide it into 4. 1 4, 1 4, 1 4, 1 4. This 1 4 is called Padam. 1/4 is called Padam. So they say, if you have Gnanam, so Acharyat Padam Adatte. Generally, a student gets knowledge only 1/4 from Acharya. So, from Acharyat means from Acharya, from teacher, Padam, 1/4 Gnanam Adatte can receive. Then 1/4 again, Padam Shishyasya Medaya. Even 1/4 that student can be again gained because of one's own brilliance, his own thinking. So Shishyasya Medaya. The Meda, the meaning is grasping power, retaining power. Meda is not only memory. Whenever say Grahana Shakti, Dharana Shakti. Grahana means grasping power. There are people, one who have good grasping power, but if everything evaporates, then what's use? So he says Grahan Shakti and Dharan Shakti. Then it can be should stay in our mind. So combination of both is called Medaya. Otherwise, what happens? Grahan Shakti is very good, but everything evaporates. The next day when teacher starts, Navam, everything looks new. So both is very important. Grahan Shakti, Dharan Shakti, even third one for teacher, they say, is the deliver power. At time you should be remembered. Sometimes what happened to us, whenever some people come, then he says this face is very similar. What's the name? Then that person goes and oh, that was that person. So at time nothing can come. So for teacher, whenever you start teaching, Grahan Shakti should be good, Dharan Shakti, but deliver power. At the time it should come. This is called Meda. So Meda is a 3, but Meda. So 1/4 that student will get because of its own Meda Shakti. Means Grahan Shakti, Dharan Shakti. 1/4 comes Saha Brahmacharibhya because of group discussion. That's why I mentioned. So 1/4 will come as a Gnanam Saha Brahmachari. When you live together, then you should have some discussion. It's called Saha Brahmachari. And last one is 1/4 Kala Kramenaja. This knowledge will come by time. It will take time. So this is have divided. So here they are using the third pada. Padam Saha Brahmachari Bihi. So these all brahmacharis are all together and they are discussing, to really speaking, to whom we can call as a Brahmana. And this is called Sahat Brahmachari Bihi Padam. So they have picked up one. Can we call Brahmana to Jiva? So this is first Tat Prathamaha. Tatra means again Tasmin Vishaye Prathamaha. Let we take first one. Jivaha Brahmana iti chet. Iti chet means if you take Jiva as Brahmana, can it possible? Then they say no. They have another student raised. They say we can't say Jiva is Brahmana. In what reason? So I have put, we will see this all what they have argument later, but whenever we have to prove something in Shastra, Shastra says we have to use 3 things: Shruti, Smruti, and Yukti. And then we can say what you are arguing is not correct because of on three ways. So they have discussed, but let me say, how can we say this Jivaha is not Brahmana? So let first we see what they have discussed. So they says, Aneka Dehana. There are many bodies. In which are bodies? Atita, Anagata. Atita means we are gone by. Atita means by past. We say Atita. Same way Atita means whatever we have lived our life. Our past lives are called Atita. Past lives and Anagata, which are not yet to come. They will come because in this Janma, we won't get Atma Gnanam. So again, Punarapi Janma definitely come. So Anagata means Agata means to Agata means come, Anagata which are not yet come. So there are for this Aneka Deha now Atita for Jiva, he has taken many past lives, and this Jiva will get again many future lives. And in all Deha, Jivasya Ekarupatvat. Jiva is the same in each and every body. We may have taken birth as a cockroach also. We may have taken birth in our past lives. We don't know. Frog also. Many things. So what we have taken, then how can we say this Jiva is Brahmana? Brahmana means it should be all time the Brahmana. So this is the argument. And once I have told one story, if you have remember, what is the importance of satsanga? The story between Naradji and Vishnu. This story is relevant here for another purpose. When Naradji has asked, what is the importance of satsanga? Then Vishnu Bhagavan says, right now I have no time. You go and ask one some caterpillar. Just now that small one has gone. You can ask. Naradji has gone and he asked, and the caterpillar, this caterpillar died. Again went back. Again he asked Vishnu Bhagavan, how can this poor caterpillar can give me the answer? What is the importance of satsanga? You please tell me what is the. Then again Vishnu Bhagavan says, you go and ask one sparrow. Just from egg, one sparrow baby is born. You can ask that baby sparrow. Then Naradji went and he asked to the baby sparrow. Immediately this sparrow died. Then big, I have written emu now. So one big bird is called emu. Is Bhagavan says, Vishnu Bhagavan says, now new bird is just baby emu has born. You ask them. Again baby emu died. Then Bhagavan, again he went back to Vishnu Bhagavan and he says, Vishnu Bhagavan, this also died. Bhagavan said, no problem. You go and ask this one calf. Cow has given a birth to a baby cow. So you go and ask. When Naradji went, this calf also died. Then you can change the character. It's not need to right need to caterpillar sparrow. You can change the character. Why, you know? This is the real story. Our Swami Viditatmananji used to go in Vamaninagar area. So there is a 10th man story, you know, it is very famous. So Swamiji used to tell, I used to tell Swamiji, Swami V only. So Swami V, every time, every year, he used to tell the 10th man story. So one year, if suppose we say in 2011, he went and he told the 10th man story. Then that boy, you know, he was searching. Where is the 10th man? Where is the 10th boy? So he said, there is one sannyasi has come. And the 10th boy has asked, where is the 10th one? Then he has counted and says, you are the 10th. The story is over. Then again, next year, Swamiji has told same story, but he says one wise Brahmana was passed. And this boy has asked, this Brahmana. Then Brahmana says, you are the 10th. Then again Swamiji went in 2030 and he told the story same. And again Swamiji says, there is a very wise lady was passing, and then she asked out of compassion, oh boys, what we are searching. Then one person was stood up in the that Gnana Yagna only, and he asked Swamiji, first Swamiji, you confirm whether it was sannyasi, whether it is Brahmana, or whether it was lady. Who asked? This boy has asked to whom? This Swamiji says, he says, he just would like to convey, you are the 10th, maybe sannyasi, Brahmana, or anywhere. But people always focus to whom. So here also I told you can change the order. Don't go, this is my own imagination. So this boy has go to, this is another one story, This here all are sitting is nice only, but there is one story. He says when Kathakar was there, he used to do Katha of Rama. Then is this Ram Kathakar? And one person used to come to listen this Katha every day. Because here in Gujarat, I don't know, but in Gujarat, 9 to 12, and evening 3 to 6, or 3:30 to 6, and because of summer. So for 9 days, this person was seriously used to come at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock and up to the end of the Katha. He listened very quietly and very seriously. And Kathakar was impressed. Okay, this person is very nice. So after finishing a Katha, this person approached to Kathakar and he says, I would like to meet you. And this Kathakar was very happy. Okay, this person is very sincere, very studious. He must have asked some good question about Ramayana, so I will be happy. Then he says, you come on this time. He went. He did pranam and everything. Then he asked, what is your question? Then person says, I enjoyed your Katha. I love your Katha very much. But I have only one problem. He says, what? So okay, in your Katha, you are keep on telling three names. One is Rama, one is Ravana, and another is you are taking always say Danava. He says, yes, I must be telling because he unknowingly Ramana, Danava. So say, what is your confusion? He says, I don't know whether Rama is Danava or whether Ravan is Danava. So this Kathakar says, both of them, nobody is Danava, I am Danava. Because I cannot make you understand, okay, who is the really Danava. This is my problem. This is my Katha is not that much clear. So people listen like that. So this is calf, or sometimes I may say buffalo. So this is order may be changed. So you don't write, sometimes you may confuse that. So again, Vishnu Bhagavan has sent Narada to this calf, and again calf died. Then Naraji says, if you don't want to tell me the importance of satsanga, you don't tell me, but I don't go anywhere. Because I think I am incurring papa, because in my presence, there are many, I have killed many jivas. Bhagavan said, nothing worry, now you go, there is a one Vaishya, there is a one boy is born. And definitely that boy will tell you. Then he says, no, up to animal wars or birds wars, I am fine. If this boy has died, then what these people will do me, they will definitely kill me. Bhagavan says, you need not to worry. Is okay. Then again, poor Naraji has went to Vaishya's family, and he has said, I am very happy in your house when boy is born and everything. Then he says, I would like to meet your son. I would like to bless your son in personally, in secluded. Then all are very happy. Then both this son, newborn child, and Naraji was alone, and Naraji has asked, what is the importance of, and that boy is also died. And Naraji starts, trembling, what will happen, everything. Then he came back and he says, something has happened to your boy, please you check. Then everybody, then Vaidya comes. Vaidya says, by birth, this boy has some problem. That's why he's passed away. Then Narada says, oh, there is nobody has claimed it because of your presence, my boys. Then again he went to Vishnu and he says, now I never go anywhere. And if you want to ask me this question, then I won't go anywhere. Vishnu Bhagavan said last time, there is a king, and then a king has a boy. Prince is born. So he says, anyway, I may never go. If prince will die, then what, they put me in the jail. Bhagavan says, this is my promise. This boy won't die. Then Narada went. Again, all are happy because son has come. Then again, Narada, same thing. I would like to bless this boy in some place. So you please go. And again, Narada is asked to this boy, what is the meaning and what is the importance of satsanga? Then that boy laughs and he says, when you came first, I was a caterpillar. When you came second, I was a sparrow. When you come third, I was the emu. When you come fourth, I was the calf. When you come fifth, I was the Vaishya. And because of your presence, mere you are sadhu. And because of your satsanga, I have become a son of this king. So this is the importance of satsanga. But how it is relevant here? So this caterpillar, sparrow, this jiva has gone through all bodies. That's why I have taken aneka dehana. That jiva, suppose we take this king's boy, we can put here someone. If this jiva has taken the birth of emu, so we can say Atita was caterpillar and sparrow. In Anagata, we can say he has to take a birth of calf, Vaishya, and king. That's why, but one who inside this Deha is the only one, same jiva. That they have given Atita, the past life which are gone by. Anagata is not yet come there, but that will come. Aneka Dehana. This jiva has taken many births. We have taken many sthul sharira. In among all sthul sharira, jivasya ekarupatva. Among all bodies, jiva is only one. There is a no change. Then what was the again one? In ekasya jivasya api, even jiva is only one, even though karma vashat, because of its own karma, aneka deha sambhavat, it can take a many bodies, depends on its own karma. Karma vashat means because of the karma. That's why we have seen in Tattva Bodha, we don't know how many sanchit karma we have. So among them, Bhagavan used to give some prarabdha karma. So aneka deha sambhava. That's why I have put here, Raja Bharat was the classical example because he has left his whole kingdom. He started lived in the forest and he was totally devoted his life for tapas only. So in forest, he did tapas, but in between he find a baby deer. He starts to take care of that baby deer. And at the end of this King Bharata life, he was thinking, where would be this baby deer? And when he died, Bhagwan has given second birth, his deer only. So he has to live a life of deer. And again, next birth, he has taken as a Jad Bharata. And then this all Rahu Gada and Jad Bharata dialogue, very beautiful. But karma vashat aneka deha sambhava. This story we know, that's why we have quoted. We each and every jiva has their own story. We don't know how many births we have taken, but in sarva shariranam ekatvacha. In all sharira, in all deha, jiva is only ekatvacha. So this is, they have argued, but I have just put here, generally in Brahma Sutra, if they have to something negate. So they negate by Shruti, Smriti and Yukti. So just I have quoted one mantra from Shruti Kaivalya Upanishad. So it says, Janmantar Karma Yogat Yogat Saha Eva Jivaha Swapiti Prabuddha. Janmantar Karma Yoga. We don't know how many. Janmantar means many lives. Because of many lives and because of Karma Yoga. Here Karma Yoga is not Gita Karma Yoga. Because of the connection of yoga. Here we can't put Ishwararpan Buddhi. This is not Karma Yoga. Yoga means connection. Because of Karma Yoga, Saha Eva Jiva. We can take Sapiti, can die, and again Prabuddha. In this life, we can go to sleep, and again we awake every day because of what? Shastra says our own karma wakes up. If our all prarabdha karma are over, nobody wakes up. So this our prarabdha karma, but here janmantar, many janmas, and connection with karma. Sa eva jiva. This is the main thing. Sa eva, same jiva. Sa eva jiva swapiti prabuddha. Swapiti means goes to sleep, means dies. Prabuddha means jayate. Again both. It proves, Shastra says, jiva, many lives. Smruti, if somebody says, so I have quoted our very famous 6th chapter. Arjuna has asked question to Lord Krishna, if some karma yogi is there, and in this life, this karma yoga cannot fulfill. Somehow, he has missed karma yoga, he died. Then what will happen to this person? Whether it will just destroy like a small cloud, I didn't put everything, is destroy like a small cloud, or what will happen? So he says, this is Arjuna's question. Ayatihi shraddhaya upetah yogat chalitamanasah. So he person is endowed with shraddha and yoga chalita. Somehow he cannot fulfill this karma yoga in this life and aprapya yoga sansiddhi. So we know the sansiddhi means chitta shuddhi. He cannot able to complete chitta shuddhi in one birth, then kagatim krishna gacchati. What will happen to that person? And Bhagavan says, nothing to worry. So this all shloka, 41, 42, 43, there are many, but I have quoted only importance. So Bhagavan says, what will happen to that person? Prapya punya krutan lokan ushitva shashwati samaha. This jiva, one who has lived a life of karma yoga, then what will happen to that person or jiva? Punya lokan prapya. That person will go to Swarga. Shashwati Samaha Ushitva. Samaha means years. He lived a long time in Swarga. In when Kshina Punya is to come back, Bhagavan says, Shuchinam Shrimadam Gehe Yoga Brashtaha Vijayat. In some cultured and wealthy family is born as a Yoga Brashta. So Yoga Brashtaha Avijaya, the same Jiva is born as a Yoga Brashta, but where? Gehe, in the house. Srimata, which is wealthy, and Shuchina means cultured family. Not only Pavitra, but cultured. This is one option Bhagavan is given. Another option he says, Athava Yoginameva Kule Bhavati Devata. And another option is, there is some Veda Pathi Brahmana. This Veda Pathi Brahmana is not that much rich, not Srimata, but they are very highly educated in Veda. They say in that Kule, Yoginameva Kule Bhavati Dhimata. Dhimatam Yoginam Kule Bhavati. One who is a highly intellectual Veda Pathi in this family is born. And somebody asks, which birth is better, शुचिनाम श्रीमताम गेहे योगिनाम धीमताम योगिना कुले. तो भगवान says एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम लोके जन्म यदीदृशम. Such janma be born in the family of Vedapati. So from childhood only they have this sanskar. Because in this family they keep on chanting Veda only. So Bhagavan says, Etadhi durlabhataram. This is very rare birth. Yadrisha. And what happened there? Again Bhagavan says, Tatratam buddhi sanyogam paurvadevikam dehikam labhate. Past lives, paurvadehikam, what that person has did, that buddhi sanyogam, it will connect, Bhagavan will connect you. So wherever we left, so always I used to say, if suppose we have done karma yoga, suppose in past life up to 40%, suppose I'm giving, so next birth, we should not start from 0, we have to start from 41 only. It is called Buddhi Sanyoga. Bhagwan just give the connection, Paurvadehikam, and again, Tataha Bhuyaha Sansiddho Yatate. Again, that person starts putting effort for Chitta Shuddhi, so they were no destroyed. The meaning is Jivaha Punarapi Jananam Punarapi Maranam. So in many bodies, Jiva is one. And how can we prove this? With reasoning. Yukti means reasoning. So I have just mentioned here, there are many prodigy child, many prodigy. Even from age of 2, they can play tabla. Some are at the age of 1, they start singing. There are, I have seen this Puja Swamiji's one student was there, Padma, she was a classical dancer. And she was awarded as a Padma Bhushan. Now she is no more. Padmaji something. Padma Subram. His daughter's daughter he was only 1 year old when we have attended 3 months course. Only 1 year, she started doing Bharatanatyam. How can we can teach? It's called Paurvadehikam. So this all we can prove. One jiva has many births. If jiva has many births, then how can we tell jiva is a Brahman? So this is all argument. So that's why this last ekasya jivasya api karma vashat aneka deha sambhavat. Jiva is only one, but because of one's own karma, it can be possibility of many dehas and sarva shariranam ekatvacha. In all sharira, jiva is only one. Tasmat jivaha na brahmana. That can we prove this jiva we cannot consider is a brahmana. So first argument they have come in conclusion, jivaha means brahmanaha is not equal to jiva. Then what was the another option? Deha. So did we change or not? I think Brahmanaha we have completed. Then we can change this. Tarhi deha Brahmanaha iti chet tatna achandaladi paryantam manushyanam pancha bhautikattvena dehasya ekarupatvat jara marana dharma adharmadi samya darshanat दर्शनात् ब्राह्मणः श्वेतवर्णः क्षत्रियः रक्तवर्णः वैश्य पीतवर्णः वैश्यः पीतवर्णः शूद्रः कृष्णवर्णः इति नियम अभावात् पित्रादि शरीरदहने पुत्रादीनां ब्रह्महत्यादिदोष संभवाच्च तस्माद्देहः न ब्राह्मणः. Now second argument, tarhi dehah brahmanah, then shall we take our own body, this body? Iti chet, answer is tat na. That cannot be possible in these all arguments. Again, this how can this deha cannot be brahmana? We think until now, if a person is born in Brahmana family is called Brahmana, but even still Upanishad says this deha is not Brahmana. But detail to Om Purnamada Purnamida Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.